All right, traffic. So I dislike it kind of, and here's why. Because as soon as I sit down in my car, even in the driveway, I feel like I have to have my seatbelt on before I even put the key in the ignition, or I could get in trouble and end up having to pay money. And realistically, if I'm getting in that car, there's a good chance that I'm going to try to earn money at work. That's almost 98% of the time I get in my car, I am on my way to work or on my way back from work. And that seatbelt ticket is the cheapest one probably. Because then if I exceed the speed limit, I get another ticket. If I exceed it too much, if my body gets from one point to another across the land too fast, they might take away my car and put my body in a concrete box with no windows. Or maybe I'll have windows, or maybe not. And that's neither here nor there, because the concrete box that I would be in would kind of alleviate the pleasure that I would get from having a window until it became its own pleasure. And then that's its own kind of torture. And now we're going to talk about prisons, and that's a different topic altogether. So let's go back to traffic. I've recently been pulled over a couple times in the last month, and both of those times I was exceeding the speed limit to my knowledge. I agree. Now, the first time I thought I was going about 8 over, which is what I had normally been driving for 25 years. I drive about 8 over. I try to stay under 10. There's a thing in Oklahoma called general speeding, and if you're lucky enough to get a general speeding, it doesn't go on your insurance, but if you get a damn ticket for 7 over, it goes on your insurance. So I try to be really polite and cordial, and I know that solid ticket that goes on your insurance starts at 11 or 10 or 11 over, and it just goes up in blocks. And so, no big deal, except for both times. Both times I was pulled over, they told me I was going faster than I really thought I was, and both times they wrote me a warning for less than they told me the reason they pulled me over for. And so the exact example is, he said you're doing 65 and a 55, and I didn't think I was, but I just said yes sir because he seemed grumbly. And he wrote me a warning for 64. And then a couple weeks later I got pulled over, and I thought I was doing 5 over. I had toned it down to 5 over, 4 or 5 over. And the gentleman told me that I was doing 8 over, but he wrote me up for 7 over. So I'm running in a situation where now I'm really scared to go any over, and I want to go down the highway, and I'm trying to do the speed limit, and now I've got an immense amount of pressure from people behind me that think that I should go faster. Now if I had the financial ability and science to teleport from one place to another, or get shot out of a fucking cannon into a net at tremendous speeds, I choose the cannon. I want to get there faster than teleportation, but I want to feel the G-forces almost ripping the skin from my skull. And you know what? Maybe I changed my mind after a while, but right now I actually really enjoy the feel of acceleration. It feels really good on my body. I don't know why. I don't like falling, but I like the reverse of falling. So, now, I wish I could put a bumper sticker on my car that says that. I wish that I drove a rocket ship and I could go 10,000 fucking miles an hour. Like, I am sorry that I am slowing you down, but I am so gun shy and getting pulled over for doing fucking 5 over, and you're tailgating me. I'm doing 3 over in a work zone, you're tailgating me, and it's like, I'm scared to death of the police, and you're obviously impervious to them at the moment or whatever, and I'm not, but I guess I was for 25 years, you know what I mean? I'm not a slow driver by nature, I'm a slow driver by oppression, and now you giving me all this road rage and shit by acting like I'm a slow driver. I used to pass all of you people all the time. All of you 4 and 5 over people, you 8 over drivers. I would actually jump up to spurts of 15 and 20 over to pass people just doing the solid 8 over if I was in the mood to do 9 over, and I wouldn't fucking look twice, and I've done it 25 years. So that's why I hate traffic. I never liked it. These things are dangerous. These huge pieces of metal, you can drive it right into the place that somebody lives and just murder them on their fucking couch while they watch television. And they just give them to any fucking slobbering Joe that can barely pull it together for a couple days to pass a couple tests, and then they don't ever check their driving ability again. Now you got 80-year-old 190-year-old, 110, 130-year-old people and shit still at the wheel. Buicks out there writing them finances all the time. I see it all the time. I know they're like, yeah, you got Social Security, we'll put you in a brand new Buick. You don't even need a brake pedal in the fucking thing. It's built so well that when you drive it through the wall of the bank, you're going to be in such great condition you can get out and still ask them to open that account before a tow truck shows up. That's how solidly built these Buicks are. And that's great. But it's terrible for insurance. Now we all pay exuberant insurance fees. You cannot put that money in the bank in Oklahoma. I don't know what it's like in other states, but I called Oklahoma and I say, hey, I got the 100,000 and the other 50 and the other 50 to cover the state minimums. I want to put it in an escrow and have you sign off on it so that it can't be touched unless I get in a wreck, and that way I don't have to pay insurance fees and we'll both like split the interest. I'll split that interest with you. And they said, no, you have to go through a licensed broker. You have to go through a major corporation where the CEO shits on a gold toilet and they're going to try to deny you your claim at every left and right, no matter who is at fault. All denials, all around, and everybody goes to court and wastes more taxpayer money in the system. It clogs up the system and makes it harder to prosecute criminals over some fucking bullshit traffic where we're all stressed out because the cops don't want us going too fast, but everybody thinks you should go a little bit faster. It's madness, and no one's doing anything about it, and that's why we're all completely stark raving fucking insane. And it's crazy. I'm not insane. I see the insanity and I'm pulling back from it for just a minute to talk about it and explain it. And then I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to be insane again because I have to get to work. Bye.